On January 31st, 2022, Tanganyika Care Polyclinic has organized a master class which concerns the Department of Health, especially for those who work in surgery, in order to study new ways how they can do surgery without opening the person. When we compare the new way of doing surgery without opening the person, this is important more than what we used actually here in our country. Dr. Diego Gonzalez, specialist in thoracic surgery, who came to teach how doing operation without opening the person, said that we can do it with a camera or robot, but robots are very expensive in this country, but in the future it will be possible.
Well, the purpose of this workshop is to come in here to help the patients from Burundi that they cannot have a minimal invasive operation here. So this is why Dr. Abayo called me, okay, if it's possible to organize a master class to teach us how to do this and to establish a solid program for the future. So then the patients don't need to go abroad for this operation. So I started to organize this in the last months, and finally we are here. And we are going to operate several patients with lung disease, tumors, and also inflammatory disease by using a small incision, what we call uniportal valves.
What are the main diseases that you are going to take operation on?
Well, mainly the diseases we have in Africa are inflammatory diseases, normally. Yes, this is the most prevalent disease in Africa. And the rate of cancer is lower compared with Europe and America, because the patients don't come to the hospital early, so they come too late. And when they come, the tumor is very advanced, so we cannot do operation. So this is why it's different kind of disease. In Africa, the most prevalent is the inflammatory, tuberculosis, aspergillomas, acidification. So I think it's different. Most probably, I haven't seen all the cases, but most probably the cases we will do will be maybe one tumor, the rest will be inflammatory these days.
So that you are using an advanced technology where we saw that you can also use robotic surgery. What are the main advantages?
Well, the main advantage is to do minimal invasive surgery, not open the patient. This is the most important. Don't doing an open surgery. The classical approach is open. So what we are trying to do is to show you that we are going to do it with a small hole without opening the patient, and this is the most important. We can do this with the VATS, we call thoracoscopic, with a camera and instruments, or we can do with a robot, but the robot is very expensive and I think it's not available in this country yet. Maybe in the future will be possible. Nowadays the robotic technology is very expensive, so I think there's not much difference compared with what we are going to do.
Comparing to the former ways of operating the chest, how many times or how long can the patient expect to regain their?
Yes, the main advantage of this technique is that the patient can stay at the hospital shorter time, with less pain and better recovery. So the patient normally stays in the hospital 2 or 3 days because they have less pain and the recovery is faster. So this is the main advantage. And we also reduce the number of complications, because when you do open surgery it's very aggressive, as you can imagine. So with the small incision, a small hole, we can have a better postoperative recovery and less number of complications. So it's better for the hospital, it's cheaper. At the end it's cheaper because the patient stays 2 or 3 days instead of 1 week or 10 days. And also the complications are less, so the patient can go home early. So it is cheaper in the end.
As you know, everything has advantages and consequences. Is there any negative issue that may happen after?
No, the only thing is that you need to be trained, you need to learn how to do it, and you need equipment. The equipment at the beginning requires an investment. It's a little bit expensive. You have to buy a high definition camera, you have to buy instruments, you have to buy staplers. So it's a little bit more expensive at the beginning. But if you calculate the whole cost, it's cheaper because the patient stays shorter time in the hospital.
how many doctors are you training in this training?
Around the world, thousands.
I mean in Burundi.
In Burundi, it's going to be the first time I'm going to train a Bajo, and also other general surgeons that will come with us. It's going to be the first time in the country. So I think it's a very important moment, because from today we will open a new door in Burundi, which is we have availability, we have possible this technique in Burundi, minimal invasive thoracic surgery. So I think today is a very important moment for the country, that we will start a program of minimal invasive surgery in Burundi.
Okay, my last question is, how and why did you choose Burundi?
Because I love Burundi. No, because I'm traveling to Africa many times. I was in many countries in Africa. A few months ago I was in Mali, Niger, Cameroon, Uganda, Mozambique, many places, Senegal. And Burundi is one country that is interesting because I think there's no thoracic surgeons doing this. So we need to train them. And Dr. Avaj is very kind. He contacted me. We can do this, and I'm always open to teach. I'm always open to help. And I say to him, yes, let's do it. We will do it, no problem. I will organize everything. I arrange all the donations to come here, staplers, instruments, everything. Finally, after a few months of working, we did, and we are here to start.
You said that the first time to be here to organize this master class here in Burundi.
Yes.
So my question is, you continue with only the Tanganyika Polyclinic, or is it all hospital in country, or how do you plan to continue it?
Well, this is the beginning. We are planning to come more times here if I can, according to my agenda, because I'm very busy all the year. But of course, I will be pleased to come back again to continue helping them. We have another colleague also from Morocco who cannot come today, unfortunately, because of due to the reasons of the COVID restrictions. But he's also willing to come. He's also happy to come in the future to help Dr. Abajo to continue with this program. I'm also happy to come back here to continue training, maybe one time per year.
Okay, you work as an association or you work on your own?
What?
You work as the association?
Well, I'm alone around the world. Yes. I'm a single man around the world. No marriage, no kids, so I have freedom to travel. This is why I can do this around the world, otherwise it would be impossible. But I work, of course, with many associations, and I work with many foundations, and I work with many companies that support us, because it's very important, the support.
As well, in Burundi, it's the beginning, and what can you advise the doctors or the persons of health here in Burundi, what they can do, or which rules they can use in order to develop the health in this country?
Well, I think they need to be trained. They need to follow the training courses. Is very important. This is the beginning. We create the expectation, we give the motivation to them, they will see that it's a very amazing technique, they will love it, but after that there is a training process. So they need to go abroad to another centers, they need to go to, they need to keep in touch with us. I will be pleased to keep in touch with them, to give suggestions by WhatsApp, by mail, by Instagram, about anything they need. So I think it's a continuous education training, you understand? And it's long. To learn the technique, you need a long time.
Thank you.